All right, hey guys, it's Dr. Chelle, also known as Dr. Test Prep. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, the focus of this channel, especially this series, is to help you perform better on the SAT and the PSAT. Why? Because you first did Bluebook, you linked your College Board account to Khan, and Khan has told you that you have orange for Unit 2, Lesson 5, which is on solving systems of linear equations. So Khan videos are fantastic, their practice is fantastic, but the videos don't include the Desmos calculator, which now you can use for every question. So I'm so glad you're here so I can teach you how you can use Desmos to help you with Unit 2, Lesson 5. Remember, go ahead and click the practice link, but the practice link will only give you this slide. So you always in the Desmos calculator need to go to choose and then College Board. When you take the test, it'll just be the same calculator. If you don't do that or you search for the regular graphing calculator, it's not going to work. So this has certain features that the other Desmos graphing calculators don't have. So you want to make sure that you're using this calculator. All right, if you have gotten my book, we are on page 28. Unit 2, Lesson 5. Find the solution to the system. Okay, back in the day, you would have had to isolate the variable. Actually, let me show you the long way and how Khan would tell you to do it. All right, Khan Academy would say subtract 2x from both sides and get negative y equals negative 2x minus 4. And then Khan Academy would say divide everything by 1, technically negative 1, to cancel out the negative in front of the y. And now we have y equals 2x minus 4, with plus 4 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And then you would have taken 4x plus 3 times all of this equals 12. You would distribute. You would simplify and get your answer. And then once you have the answer, you would put everything back in to figure out what y equals, and then you would ultimately get 0.4 as your answer. That's the official way. That's the great way that you would learn how to do it in Khan Academy. But now you get to use a Desmos calculator for everything if you want to, if we need it. So let's see what happens when we just type it into Desmos. So as long as you do the College Board, this will work. If you use a different calculator, it's not set up to do systems of equations like this. So all I'm doing is literally copying what I see. And look what happened. All I had to do is type it. I click here, 0.4. Okay, now for the other questions, I'm not going to show you the long way to do it, but I want to show you, you can do the long way by hand, or you can type it into Desmos. Me, I'd type it into Desmos. All right, let's look at question number 2. For question number 2, our system of equation is 9x plus 2y equals 15. And remember, the whole point of systems of equations is we want to know what one point, especially if it's linear equations, if it's quadratics or other things, we might have 2 points, we might have infinite points, but most of the time, we're looking for what point will work for both equations. That's what it means by finding a solution. Sometimes all the points work. Like if they line up one on top of each other, then all the points work. So let's just type this in and see what we get. There's our point. Desmos is so kind to even like draw it for us and put a point on it. 1, 3. Wow, that was so hard. Let's see what we get on the next one. I'm just Xing it out. You can also hit the gear. 2x plus y equals 17. 3x minus 2y equals negative 62. I don't see the answer. I don't see the answer. I put this question in here on purpose. Watch what happens when you don't see the answer. You just scroll out, and then you move things around, and then you get the answer. Done. Oop, somehow I reset it. That was negative 4 and positive 25. So if you reset it by accident, I touched my tablet. Remember, we always need to make sure we go to choose assessment and College Board. But mistakes happen, right? If you watch some of my other videos, I made a mistake. I mistyped a number and I was like, I think that's close, but I'm not sure. Then I double checked it. So just make sure you double check things. But this is Dr. Erig or Dr. Chelle. In our next video, we are going to do more examples, but this time, if you look at my screen, now we're talking about not a single point, but we're talking about, does it have no solutions? Does it have infinite solutions? And we're solving for like a missing variable. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Keep being awesome. Bye, guys.